Okay, so we have some FM19 news. I am ready. I am excited to see what we got coming up for the next 12 months. There's been rumours of training. There's been rumours of a UI interface upgrade. I know there's a new logo, so that might be incorporated as well. So let's see what we have. That's a bit striking. I'm just hearing Prince and seeing Barney the dinosaur. What is happening, guys? My name is Adam, I am a Super Swan, and welcome to a different type of video on the channel. It's my reactions to the FM19 new features revealed announcement that came out on Thursday. This is going to be my opinion on what's going on here. So if you're looking to find out what the features are and want to know in detail what it's all about, this isn't going to be the video for you, but I will leave a link in the description down below to show you the features on the SI forums. It'll give you screenshots, it'll give you explanations, it'll go through it in a lot more detail than you're going to see here today. This is just kind of my views on it and what I think of the announcements. So the first topic they revealed was the training overhaul. My apologies for the poor quality of the image. That's what we've got from the SI forums. And I'm liking it, to be honest with you. As someone who doesn't really delve right into the training, it does look a bit complicated. I mean, you've got to put things for every single day of the week. I just hope that that's something you can give to your assistant manager to do, because it's not something for me that I'll really be using. I'd love to get into it and dive deep into it, but I feel as if I do, it's probably going to take me like 5 months to do one season if I'm going to be doing every single training session. But I guess for the people out there who want that immersion, who want sort of to see or, specific training for specific matches, that's going to be really good. For me, I don't really see me using it. That could change mine when FM19 comes out. I might dive right into it, but I'm liking the sort of the different colours for the different sort of training. I think I read that they're splitting it as well. So if we go back to the forum post here, so we can see things like training split into 3 sessions per day. That's pretty cool. We've got here sort of session 1, session 2, and then you can have like a rest if you want to. That's kind of cool as well. All this is going to be on the link in the forum, by the way, so don't feel the need to pause the video to see it. Have a look at the link in the description for the forum posts. So you've got pre-season is now different, so you can sort of... this is another thing. You can link tutoring's change as well, so you can see you've assigned people to different mentoring groups. So rather than having like a one-on-one tutoring like it has been in the previous games, you can have people in groups to learn off a senior player. I like this a lot. I really do like this. I think that's definitely going to be something I'd like to use, where if I've got a player that has really good sort of personality, really good determination, I can put them in a group with 3 or 4 youth players to all get the same squad personality. So I think that's going to be pretty cool. So they've talked about the tutoring. Like I say, have a look at the forum if you want to see in depth. What have we got here? So I think that's just the training intensity, so you can see how hard you want to train. To be honest with the training, I don't think it's something I'm going to be digging that deep into, but I feel as if it is an overhaul that has been needed for a while. I think training has pretty much been the same for the last 5 or 6 games. I think I'll give it a go. Definitely in the beta I'll give it a go. But as far as me using it long term, I don't think so. But that's just me. I'm sure the people out there who do use training will be appreciating this with open arms. Tactical innovation is another feature they've announced, and this is something I'm very excited for. They've kind of tweaked the tactics slightly, where in FM18 you'd have like the pitch sort of on the right-hand side, or the right-hand side, and you'd have the players like here. But now it's the other way around. You've got the players sort of this side and the tactics this side, and you've got sort of things here like sort of tactical style. So you can have like tiki-taka, gegenpressing, things like that. Route 1, that's something I'm very excited about, and you can go really in depth with how you want the team to play. You've got things like where you play slightly different, whether you're in possession, in transition, or out of possession. So for example, if you want to like counter-attack, but yet you want, when you're off the ball, to press as much as you can, you can do that. And I think on this one, it breaks it down per player as to what you want them to do, how you want them to play out. And sliders have come back as well. I know that's something that's been taken out of the more recent games. So that is something that is very much appreciated. So yeah, look, that's the defensive shape. So you can sort of lower or higher if you want to make it a bit more narrower, or if you want to play wide. That's definitely something that's going to be a lot more intrusive. Like, I think if you can go a lot more in depth with the tactics there. I think there's a few new relabeled roles. So we've got the pressing forward, which I think is what was the defensive forward. We've got the no-nonsense centre-back, which I think was the defensive centre-back last year. So I think it's labelled a little bit better. I don't know if they do anything differently. I think that's something we'll find out when the game comes out. So yeah, we've got the no-nonsense full-back there. And then we've got the tactical shape. So I'm really liking the way it looks. I think, you know, that's something I'm going to be using a lot in the next game coming up. So yeah, pretty cool tactical tweaks. I think there's one more screenshot I want to show you if I can find it here. There it is. So there's the different sort of tactical styles. So you've got control, gegenpress, tiki-taka, wing play, route one. So if you're not sure sort of what formation you want to use, but you kind of have that idea of how you want to play, the game's going to give you a formation what would suit that. Obviously, you can tweak it as much as you want, but that's going to be something really cool. And I don't know if they show a screenshot here of it, but yeah, well, if you look here on the mentality, I think they've got rid of control and counter, and they've got rid of overload. I think it's going to be more like negative, positive, and attacking, which simplifies it completely, which is, you know, if you're new to the game, and like, oh, I want to go control, you might be thinking, well, what is control? But that's going to be really cool, and I'm looking forward to using that as well. New manager induction has been announced, which sounds like a very much needed tutorial feature for the game, as I think for someone new coming into Football Manager, it is a lot to take in. It's a lot of things. It's not just as simple as picking a team and going for gold. You have to sort out the tactics, the training, the medical side of things. There's so much involved, and any help for new players is desperately needed. So I think from the way the screenshots look, it's going to talk about what you can do with it and help you decide what's best. So we've got things like here, it'll highlight the boxes and give you like a little text box at the top as to what it all means. Any help in this sort of area is appreciated, because I think it's going to help the newer players. I mean, not so much for people that's played the game for years and years and years, like myself. Also, it's going to be very good for new features as well. So I might give it a go in the beta just to see what it looks like and how it explains it to new players. So thumbs up to SI for including a tutorial in their Football Manager games. The official Bundesliga license has been announced. The more licenses you can get, the better. I mean, you could just simply download a face pack and download a logo pack and do it that way, I guess. And you could also unlock the national team through deleting a certain file. But it's always good to have it in the natural game, because not everyone's going to know how to install a face pack or a logo pack or enable the national team for Germany to be available. So to include it in the vanilla game is a plus. As I said before, the more license you can get, the better. So not so much an exciting feature, but as far as the immersion of the game, anything that makes it more realistic and gets you more sort of, you know, involved and sucks you in, like, well, immersion really, as I said, is a plus. So that's going to be nice to see in FM19. VAR has been announced for Football Manager 2019, and this is a video they've shown off in the announcement, so I'm going to play that for you as well. So a free kick goes in, a man's gone down in the box, the referee's unsure of what the decision's going to be, so he's going to run over to the screen he has off the pitch. So very realistic, I might add, like especially like off the World Cup and stuff. My only concern is that how long is this going to take in game? Because as much as I like the realism, he's looking at it. I wish we could see like a screen of what he could see as well, which I'm not sure if we can. So he's given the penalty, and that's kind of it, really. But if we could see what's going on at the same time, I think that'd be pretty cool. If it's going to drag out, I'm not too sure. I just hope it's really quick, so the referee can run off the pitch, we can see what's going on, and then give the decision. So it's keeping up with the times because we've got VAR now coming into many competitions across the world. So anything that adds to the realism is a plus, and that's really good for me. Let's just hope the game doesn't screw us over, or let's see how quick we'll need to get a VAR, and how often is it going to happen in games. So, interesting to see, and it'll be exciting to see how it turns out in the game. And finally, the new UI has been shown off, as I showed in the intro there. I'm very interested they've gone for purple. Mind you, I would have thought they might have gone for a bit of a neutral colour, maybe like black or white or grey, because, in some colours it looks good. So for like the AFC Wimbledon sort of layout here with the blue in the background, it looks pretty cool. I like the purple. Yellow doesn't look too bad with the purple. Red, on the other hand, does clash a little bit. So a very interesting choice. I mean, I like it. I do like it. I think it's similar to FM19 with the layout and things, but it's like a fresh lick of paint has been put onto it to make it feel new, to make it feel as if it's a brand new game, which it is. Do you know what I mean? So I'm liking the purple. It'll be interesting to see how, when the year goes on, if we're going to get sick of the colour purple or not. But it's a very interesting choice of colour. Mind you, I do like the way the teams are laid out here. And sort of, I mean, it's very similar to FM18, isn't it? It's just the different lick of paint. But there's one thing I've noticed here is and in fact, I'm not sure if I can really zoom in on it. No, well, that's probably the best I can get to, is the manager's face. I'll try and zoom in on that if I can, which isn't probably going to look very good. But it does look like a new way of doing new gen faces, which I know has been something that I've been personally wanting for a while. I hope they fix the new gen faces, because there's nothing more you don't want to see, or nothing less, I should say, than seeing Nathan Evans, who is a player from my Saving Swan series. He is, pale-faced and always has been pale. He's, and all of a sudden turns up one day and he's tanned. And it's like, have you been on holiday, Nathan Evans? Have you not told me about this? Or all of a sudden your players grabbing beards because your manager has a beard, so the whole team tries to copy you and have a beard, which I find very flattering, but I don't think is a feature. It's a bug. So I'm hopeful that new gen faces is going to get looked at and maybe a little bit better than 2018. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my thoughts on the Football Manager 2019 announcement. We are now starting to gear up for the new game. It's due on around about a month's time now, so I'm really excited to see what we're going to be looking at. I am going to be trying to do a beta save on the channel. I am going away on holiday in October, so I'm hoping that it doesn't come out then. Otherwise, we may have to just jump straight into Football Manager 19. But that is my thoughts on the Football Manager 2019 announcements. Like I say, it's not the most in-depth. By all means, check the forum link in the description if you want to find out more. But I'm starting to get excited, guys, and I'm starting to get excited of what we're going to be showing off on the channel for Football Manager 2019. Leave a like if you enjoyed, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2018 and 2019 content as we gear up for the Football Manager 2019 release. Thank you very much for watching.